Oh man, after 14 years and being aggravated for the last 4 or 5 with the old tonneau cover and some of its problems and tears and uneasiness of putting it on and having to come in here and put it in this thing here and hurt your hands. It's time to say goodbye. Hey everybody, your favorite 98%er on YouTube, Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic. Today's project is putting a new tonneau cover, however the hell you pronounce that, on my truck. It had one on there before, but we took it off. It's seen its better days. So what we're putting on is from Realtruck. It's an XR truck bed cover. And I bought this. This is no review of it or anything, or it may turn out to be that, but I just thought maybe I'd show how I put it on. My first time putting one on, so we'll see how it goes, and if I mess it up, well, you know, you'll see it here first. So one of the first things that I noticed is up here in the front, because I have a bed liner in mine. Up here in the front, we're not totally flat to the box. We got it's lipped up over, the bed cover's lipped up over the back there. So it's going to make a little difference probably on the way this fits, but we'll see what happens. Don't know. So, with saying that, we'll get started. We got the instructions out, and shows us here we you know, need yep, here we are. We need our 1/2 inch 9/16 couple clamps and our goggles. I'm not sure, I'm not going swimming, so I'm not going to worry too much about the goggles. And our side A, our side B, our fold out part, a couple clamps and the bolts. Nothing to it. Should only take a couple minutes. So let's get to it. So we'll put this side on. We'll put the driver's side on first and the passenger side. And this the latch, of course, the handle here for the latch goes back, and there's a hole up front which your front part will go into. That's here. So we'll put it up here like this on both sides and put it all the way up, and that front won't matter because it looks like it doesn't go up. It stays in the box and doesn't ride up on like the other one did. It'll just go in like this, and you'll keep it flush here towards the back, and we'll clamp her in there. So we'll see if two of our clamps will hold this, and we'll go from there. The other side on while we're in here. So next we're going to put our clamps in. Looks like this side, your flat side goes towards the outside of the box and goes up in, and you want 3 of them. You want two of them sort of evenly spaced and one in the middle. So we'll go up there and we'll put these on. I think we got a 9/16 wrench. They got a hole here. They're adjustable. So let's go up there and we'll get these on. Sorry, 1/2-inch wrench. So we'll go up and we'll get these on both sides. Okay, we got our clamps on. Now the next thing is up front there, they give you this seal to put on, and we'll put it on now. It's actually supposed to seal against the box up there, so we'll do that. We've got supplemental instructions for it. So, clean top of box, at corner align leg of seal against front of rail and inside edge of box starting here. So they give you a cleaning pad to clean the rail off up there. We're going to do that, even though mine is actually part of the bed liner. So we're going to go do that. This tall part comes back towards me for everything to roll up against, and we have adhesive on here to take off and do that. So I'm just going to put that on. I'll show you what it's like when it's done. I don't think you got to see me putting that on. Okay, so now what you're supposed to do is get your tensioners here, and there's an L on this, so you want to get that. That's for the left side, and there's an L here, and you want to put it in here like this, because there is a nut in here. So you're going to put that on like that. Put your bolt with the washer down in to catch your nut, and only leave it loose, because the way it looks, you're going to roll all this up, and this will roll down, and then you'll hook this up to the holes in your rail. So I'm going to go over and put the tensioner on the other side and go from there. So now we're going to take this up and roll this back under, like I said, and get this lined up to our holes in our rails, and hopefully get all that lined up, and then we'll work on getting the tension done. I'll try and set the camera up so that you can sort of see what I'm doing up there with one side anyhow. So we brought this up here. Let's see how it fits in here. You're supposed to roll this underneath, put this tab, make sure this tab is up, and that's rolled under. Let's see if these will... yeah, it fits in there pretty decent, I'd say. So you have to make sure you get this underneath your rail here so that you can get this over far enough. So you don't want these over tight, because you have to get that in there so you can get your bolt through here, if that all makes sense or not. So that one works now. We'll have to get our bolt in there, and then we'll actually do that to the other side. All we're going to do is put the bolt in the hole here now, where that hinge flap went down over, and we'll go from there. So now what I'm going to do is that nothing's tightened up, so I'm going to tighten that one that I put down through this rail, and the original one, now that I got it lined up, the original one that I put up through that hinged part onto this back here, I'm going to tighten that up. We got our, I don't think you can see it, but I got my little snap for my cover for when I roll it up sticking out on both sides. So I'm just going to tighten these up now, then we'll roll it back and see if we have to move those roller little adjusters on either side so that it latches in the back, and see how our tailgate closes. I wanted to point out here the bolts that I was actually tightening and what I was showing here, because this is the bolt that goes through the hole in the rail, and here was that flapped hinge that came underneath. The black part came underneath, and then your bolt goes down through and does this, and then hooks here. And on your front piece, here's that bolt that was on the slider of the hinge that went back and forth, and I tightened that, and I tightened this up with the nut. Now what I'm speaking about when I say about the adjusters and having to adjust the tarp to get it to fit on the tailgate properly, I'm talking about this little wheel here. I don't know if we can see it. I'll try to get in a little closer, but that hinge has like a little roller wheel that you can roll. I got it tighter here now, so I'm not going to roll it and I haven't adjusted it. But you can run that roller wheel, and then that will of course adjust your cover in and out so that it fits the tailgate properly. So I just wanted to point that out. These are the two bolts I tightened, and this is your adjuster right here. You know, the front one for this and that. And the other thing is, when I'm talking about the straps, what I'm talking about are these straps here. This came underneath here, and then of course you have you know what it is. It's the other ends up there, so you can actually take and clip this to keep your liner together and rolled up when you have it up. So now that we got her tightened up, let's see how she rolls. Okay, we're going to have to take a little tension off of both sides, and we'll see how that works. So once figuring out the right way to move the tensioners up there, which we got now, we got a pretty good fit. Both sides hook nice. Yep. Must admit, she's a little nicer than the old one was. The old one was good in its day, but Oh, this will be so much nicer for stuff. Right there's your straps, and there's your snaps. Somebody got their big old footprint on there. So let's roll her back again. Keep a little tension on it. Yeah, probably best if you're in the middle with this. You gotta get the other side hooked. Nice. So there's that. I'll clean my tools off the tailgate here, and we will see how the tailgate goes up. So we'll see how the tailgate goes up. Wow. Pretty nice. Ow! My trailer hitch was there. Ow. But, so there you have it. Not too bad. Didn't take too long. Matter of figuring out where some stuff went, but we got it taken care of. So, there you go. That's putting on a Realtruck XR Tonneau cover on the 2002 Chevy Duramax. One of the things that I found after I did it that I really don't think that I like too much, but we'll see, is this comes into your box. So this actually takes up space in your box. So one of the things that happens is if you like to put stuff against the box and tighten it up, you're not going to be able to do that because you'll be tightening against these like if you do it with a strap. And I do that quite a bit. So with saying that, I'll see how that works. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not, but we'll see what happens as time goes on. So there you have it, folks. That is putting the Realtruck Tonneau cover on the 2002 Duramax. So with saying that, this is your favorite 98%er on YouTube. I'm Mike the Disgruntled Mechanic, just saying, hey, if you can get somebody else to do it, you're probably better off. Thanks for watching.